and welcome to another Antique Sunday, and today I'm showing you a pair which I bought at auction, and they're of course not crewel work, but they're metal thread embroidery from probably the mid 16th century, although these designs were repeated over and over again. The techniques are professional workshop techniques of most of Europe at that time. These embroideries would have been worked in a professional workshop in one of the major cities using precious metal threads, silver gilt and silver possibly, and wonderful silks and expensive dyes. What attracted me to them was that they're actually in a slightly 3D form. They're raised embroidery, and the raising is made by using a linen even weave background and then adding cords. And if you look on the left hand side of that picture, you'll see the cord is wound backwards and forwards as each set of stitches is made. So on the left hand side you have brick stitch worked over cord, so the cord is obviously quite thick, and that's a technique used all the time today, and this cord still runs through the width of the design. But the design goes from silver gilt, which is turned black, the red cochineal dye, which was incredibly expensive because the cochineal dye used the cochineal beetle as its source for the colour, and then through some laid silk embroidery using a Bayeux stitch, which was used on the Bayeux tapestry, and then back to the brick stitch and the silk at the edge. On the base of the second piece, you'll see a cord whipped down, a red cord, and this is often a device used to end or begin a scene, and you see it up the sides as well, and marking out this fantastic pillar. Because this piece is actually degraded slightly, you can actually see the ground fabric as we move in, and you can see the colours used very simply, symbolising different messages to the people of that era and also of the area it was made for. One of the things that have interested me in the last few years is the fact that we use a lot of chemicals to produce cloth and how environmentally disastrous that is. It's interesting that these pieces of embroidery have survived all these years, 400 years at least, and it's actually marvellous that they've survived, but we must be careful today that we stitch onto pieces that actually will survive into the future.